Hey everybody, I know it's been a while, but it is the new year, 2020. Lots of new and exciting things are going to be happening this year. If you are new to my channel and you're not familiar with our infertility story, Jareth and I, my husband, and I struggled with infertility for about a year and a half in 2016 through 2018-ish, the very beginning. And I have PCOS, and we were on letrozole for a couple of rounds, and then we had to be on metformin as well and do an IUI to be successful with our twins. Our twins are now about 16 months old, and we're kind of ready to try to have a third one. Yes, I know. You think with twins, I already have enough on my hands, and I do. But I'm kind of expecting that it might take a while to get pregnant again, and I don't want my babies to be 3 or 4 years older than our next baby. I kind of want them close in age. Given that it might take a couple of months to try to get pregnant again, it should, plus 9 months of pregnancy, I think it's a good time for us to start thinking about trying for baby number 3 in the next couple of months. That being said, the whole point of this video is, can we get pregnant naturally? The ultimate question. I have been on keto this last year, and I've lost about 55 pounds. I did cheat during Christmas. It was my first time getting to enjoy holiday meals in like 3 years, so I did gain a little bit, but I'm actually only 20 pounds away from my ultimate goal weight. So I should meet that before baby number 3, before we're pregnant. I'm hoping that all it was is just my weight loss to help balance my hormones. I'm hoping that we don't have to go on meds again, like letrozole, just because there's that chance of having multiples just going on that medication, and I already have a set of twins that it'd just be a little overwhelming if we had multiples again. I think that is my number one fear right now. If it happens, it happens. We'll take it. Of course, we wouldn't trade our 2 at all. I love them to death. But it would be kind of nice to be pregnant with 1 baby. Can we get pregnant naturally? Do I have to take medication again? Will we have to do an IUI again? I don't know, and that's what I'm hoping to find out this coming Friday when I go in to see my OB, who also specializes in fertility. We're going to get my Mirena IUD taken out. I have only had it placed in for a year. At the time, 6 weeks after the C-section, you are already sleep deprived, and you definitely don't want any more children anytime soon. And I had already been on the Mirena before, and I loved it. I don't think at the time we knew exactly when we were going to be ready to have more kids, and that's why I went with it. And I was also afraid that any other birth control might affect with my hormones, that might make it more of a struggle to try to get pregnant again after being done with the birth control than what I already have to deal with. So I just stuck with what I already knew, what worked best, and anyways, so yeah, only having the IUD in for a year. I'm going to be getting it taken out this Friday, and that's when I'll get to ask all my questions with my doctor. And I'll do a second video on this with answers from the doctor. Alright, so Jareth and I kind of talked about it. We're kind of assuming that we might need help again, that it's not going to be as easy. So that's something we do know then from what we've that's something on this round that we do know than what we did our first time, that it's not going to be easy. And I think knowing that from the get-go will help me mentally and emotionally that it's not going to be easy right away. So we discussed it, like how long are we going to try before we're going to go in for help, because I'm not going to go another year looking each month just to get a no every single time. So we talked about it, that we feel that we're going to try about 6 months, and if still nothing's happening, then we're going to go in and speak with the doctor to start getting things going. And we already know what worked: letrozole and an IUI and weight loss. That's what helped us get pregnant. I'm getting my IUI taken out this Friday, and the reason why we're kind of, I don't know if some may feel like it's too soon, but I am also going to be giving my body some time to regulate and for me to kind of track and figure out what its norm is now, because the whole time I've been on this birth control, I've never had a cycle. I didn't when I was breastfeeding. And that's just part of my PCOS and this birth control. I don't get a cycle. Every once in a while, I'll get spotting just a little bit, but not really. So I want to regulate my body and just kind of track it for a couple of months to see what its normal is before we start actually trying for the baby. And then once we start trying, we'll give it 6 months before we go in for help. Next big question is, are we mentally and emotionally ready for more kids? Am I mentally and emotionally ready for this next round of trying to conceive? Mentally and emotionally, like, I have baby fever, strangely. Like, even though there are times with the babies now that I'm just so stressed out and I need a break, or Rory's puking all over the place and won't stop, or diaper rash, all of that fun stuff, I still want more. I'm crazy, I know. But I feel like I will be more distracted this time around trying to conceive, because I have 2 babies. I am pretty busy, and so hopefully I'm not like counting on it being positive this time. I hopefully won't be so focused on trying to get pregnant this time, because I've got a lot going on already. I've got my 2 to take care of. They keep me busy all the time, and then I've got a couple of projects coming up this year that I've been working on, and that's keeping me distracted. So I think mentally, there will be enough distraction for me not to be completely focused on trying to get pregnant with baby number 3 or 4. The first time we did it, we didn't share with friends and family that we were trying to get pregnant, because we were worried that our family would say that we're too young and that we should be traveling the world and everything. So we kept it a secret. And now everyone knows what we went through, and we've discovered that we have a lot of love and support for us. And so that will also be nice, is we're not doing it alone this time. And I have friends and family here that are here to help us through everything. They're here to help if we need a break with the babies. It's just we have a lot more love and support than we did the first time, because we've opened up. And that also is helping with the mental and emotional thought process of this next round. A couple of things that I'm hoping will happen for this next try is, I'm a very impatient person, so I'm hoping that the struggle won't be so difficult. I'm hoping it won't take as long to get pregnant, or if it's at that 6-month point and we're still not getting pregnant when we go in for help, I hope that it's kind of within the 3 months then that we are able to get pregnant, just because we know what's already helped and worked. And I'm also hoping that it's just a single baby, I love my twins to death. But the reason why I'm so scared to have twins again is because my whole pregnancy with my twins was super smooth sailing. First and second trimester, I never had morning sickness, and I was on the keto diet those 2 trimesters, so I didn't gain a lot of weight either. It wasn't until 28 weeks when things started going bad. And that is, if you think about it, I'm only 5 foot. I'm a very short person. And I'm growing these 2 babies that in the end we found out were pretty big for how far along I was when they were born. So it was a toll on my body, and my body was having a hard time with the pregnancy then. And that's what I'm scared about. I'm scared to have to be put on bed rest again, especially because I'm a control freak, and I don't like the idea of someone else taking care of my babies. I am so involved in their life that it would be so hard for me to have to be on bed rest and not be able to hold my kids every time, to go play with them, to get their food ready, go do bath time. It would be very difficult for me to do bed rest. And then again, the multiples, most likely they're going to be in the NICU like mine were. How do I stay in the NICU every single day to be with my new babies when I also have 2 babies back home that need me as well? To share that is stressful. And I'm also worried that my blood pressure was the reason why my babies were born early, my twins. I'm worried that that's going to be a huge risk again with multiples again. I'm worried that there's already so much stress on my body that it might be worse the next time if I have multiples again, that maybe I won't be so lucky. And that's like a huge fear for me, is the pregnancy. And then the first 6 months of multiples is such a blur. Like, I don't remember much. It was a lot of work. Granted, I do have friends and family much closer now to help, but I'm just scared to do multiples again. I'm not scared to have multiples living in our family again. Like, after the first 6 months that they're here, I'm not worried, really. I mean, granted, I know it's going to be hard to have a new baby, much less 2 new babies with 2 toddlers already. But it's just the 3rd trimester, my body, a risk on my pregnancy, the risk of the babies to do NICU again. I don't know if I can handle that again. That's why I'm worried at multiples again. But if it happens, Jareth and I will happily take it. Of course, we'll take them. We're not giving them back. There's just a lot more fear. But we also know that we have the strength to handle multiples again. We know we can do it. But don't be surprised if I'm crying the first couple of months because of everything that we know can happen. But that all being said, we're ready to try to have baby number 3. Hopefully only baby number 3, but we'll take baby 3 and 4. Hopefully not 5. No, that's a lot. But we are ready for baby number 3 this coming year, hopefully. And we are excited. I am excited. Jareth is probably like, oh my God. But I think that's how it is for guys. But we're excited for baby number 3, and I will come up with a second video on the second half of this when I take my questions and concerns to my OB doctor on Friday. And that is my news, and I will keep you guys updated. It won't be like, I'm not going to tell you when I'm pregnant right away, of course. I mean, the timeline will vary for when I get a video out. Based on us trying to conceive again with PCOS and already past infertility struggles. So I'll see you guys later. You guys have a good day. Bye.